Super. Welcome back, everyone. Robert at Custodian File. Today's 11/5/25. So I'm going to be all over the map here. I've decided I should pull up some of my older video. I know it looks brand new. This is from obviously October 2019. So this is kind of what's going on. I'm just now telling the story. August of 2019. So I sat down with the Intel people, and they took this very serious, very serious. And so for the next 2 months, we had a lot of helicopters coming in, one right after the other, just nonstop. So in real time, this is like a 45-minute video. I've compressed it to 3 minutes. But just to give you a clue, so there's a lot going on here. This is a news chopper. Look. This is look at that. This is the fire department. I'm sorry I'm throwing a lot of data at you quickly. They sent 2 of these puppies in. 2 of them. Phenomenal. It's never been done. If you Google, I even Googled it. I said, hey, did anything happen? Google says, well, we kind of think there was a report of somebody drowning, but it was never confirmed. There was no names taken. And it was kind of like a maybe report, and what you sent out the Marines for this maybe, these are heavy duty fire department choppers. So the point is that when I was talking to the Intel people, they were taking it very serious. I could read people. They were 100% on board, but I didn't think they would send out another crew and repeat what's been going on. I tell you, one agency's not talking to the other. That's just what's going down here. So this chopper lands, and I don't even know what happened to him. So look, now the ABC News chopper shows up. So again, I'm trying to was this a news story? But nevertheless, everyone got tagged. There was a lot of tags here. Maybe I could slow. Sometimes when there's too many dragons, I can't edit it. It's just because there's just too much data. But just to give you a clue on the gravity of the situation, of how serious they're taking this. This got to be a joke, right? When you see this, you're like, that's why I'm not exaggerating when I said there's been 46,000 sorties. Each helicopter is one sortie. And this is what it's been like since the summer of 2017. So it gets even better. I don't have this in any particular organized order because there's just too many videos. But right around that time, I think it was October 3rd, a brand new fire department chopper showed up. It was the white and blue. And let me pull that up and I'll tell you the story on this. But, share your comments. Don't you think this is extremely expensive to have 2 of these major choppers, these fighter? It just, you can't even make this up in a real movie. They couldn't do this in a real movie. It would be too expensive to hire these choppers to come in. And like I said, just somebody with an unlimited amount of budget is funding all this. And they're doing everything they can. I think the easiest way to save $100 million is just give me a call. I'll tell you what you want to know. All right, let's keep going. There's just a lot of video to show. All right, super. In case you didn't miss this last week, Vice President says he's going to get to the bottom. He's thinking maybe these aliens could be spiritual forces. I know a lot of the generals in the Pentagon, they're 100% convinced that some of these are the devil. Believe me, I factor all that in. As a scientist, with a spiritual background, I factor all the data. No, nothing real. I could be wrong. I'm just saying that when you're friends with Glenn Falkenstein, he would have kept me in the loop on that. But just keeping you in the loop, this is what's going on. And for the vice president to say this, that means he's heard this 300 times already. This isn't like a maybe thing. This is part of disclosure. This is what disclosure looks like. When the vice president says he's going to get to the bottom of this is the beginning or the middle of disclosure. All right, let's keep going. I got some other good video. Okay, October 21. So this is, again, all this is taking place after I sat down with the intel. Like I said, a lot of government for the next month or two. They were all over Marina del Rey. Obviously, the fire department, the red and white choppers. I've slowed this way down so you can see this. There's actually, they sent two. I'm going to show you the video. Weather wasn't that good, but nevertheless, yeah, you fly over Marina del Rey, these small, fast-moving UAPs. They'll fly up, they'll fly into the video. I call that a tag. You call it a surveillance, a recon, scan, whatever the word, whatever you like. And this is all over the world. This is happening as we all know by now. People are recording these all over the world. Here's the real video. I think, is it fast forward? No, I think this is real time. There's two of them here. And I'm trying to show you as much video as possible without leaving out the boring stuff. But they're getting tagged one after, but it still gets better and better. So let me fast forward this a little bit so you can see how many choppers are really here. Okay, so we're going to speed this up 200%. Again, September 2019. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. If you're a UFO investigator, you're like, Robert, what is the fire department? Look at this, two of them, two of these puppies. When you have unlimited money, you can call in all the helicopters you want, and that's what's going on here. Somebody with really unlimited money, some agency. Why are they here? They have extremely good thermal cameras, extremely, as they should, as every helicopter, fire department helicopter should have, because, you know, if there's a fire, they could see a toaster, the heat of a toaster 3 miles out easily, and you would want them to have that. So the agencies said, look, can you guys come out here? Can you see these UAP dragons? Just go out there, take pictures, give us a report. That's what's going on. And the assumption is this will be lost for history. In history, nobody will ever figure out they were there. A wrong assumption. But it still gets better because we have this other, on the same timeline, we have this other white and blue chopper show up. And it gets a little bit better here. So let me go to that because, like I said, there's a lot of videos here. Look at that. You'll never see. When's the last time you've seen that? Maybe if the mountain was on fire, you saw that. But hovering over Marina del Rey? Come on. Come on. Just, what are we doing? Practice? You could say that. I'm sure they'll say, we were practicing. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we buy that. All right, let's go to the next. Okay, everyone, thanks for hanging in there. So here it is, just a few days after the intel people. This chopper shows up, just hovering over the gas company. As you can see what's happening, getting tagged. They're just flying right up to them over and over. You see that camera on the nose there? So I thought it was like a news chopper. This one's really iffy. I think this guy's for hire, whatever's going on here. It's the 2428 at the time in 2019. I Googled the ID number and really nothing came back. It didn't come back fire department or news chopper. It's just like one of those private choppers, but if you're flying around with a news camera, I mean, it's right there. I mean, what can I say? It's just hovering over the gas company, where so many of these UAP dragons just fly off the ground, and I could synchronize them with my balcony. You've seen those over and over. Last week I said, I got to pull out those old videos. I got to put something together. And then I said, just for the heck of it, I never did figure out who this guy was, this 2428. Maybe I'll just Google it and see if there's something new posted. So look what I find out, what's new. Let's go to the next. So I just looked this up a few days ago when I type in the ID number. As it turns out, 3 years later, 2022, they had an accident. Everyone survived. They were injured, but something about the rotor tail. They had a problem with the rotor tail, and what was that one a couple of weeks ago in Huntington Beach? That chopper landing had a problem with the rotor tail. I'm just, I'm not trying to insinuate something. It's just, this is the facts. This was I showed you the video 6 years ago, and then now this video is from three years ago. Rotor tail issues. We don't know. We don't know, but we need to be writing it down, put it all on a piece of paper, put it on a board, and maybe we could connect the dots like the old-fashioned way. Maybe AI can help us on that later. What do you think, everyone? I don't think these dragons are doing anything intentionally, but I know they like to fly up to rotor blades, whether to scan them, get information, data. We just don't know, but I'm just keeping you in the loop here, just so that you know as much as I do. You really do. And have you seen the videos? You've seen videos that's not available. Some of you are thinking, Robert, are you a time traveler? Where are you getting this video? I'm not a time traveler. My best friend was, but I'm not. So what do you think? I have a lot of video like this. I'm doing my best to show you all my vintage. It's just that there's so much new stuff. And by the way, I know you're sending me your own videos, your own UAP Dragon videos. There's something going on with my Gmail. Somebody is blocking my Gmails. I am not. People are they're calling me and saying, I sent you that email 6 times. It's not coming in. I don't know, guys. Again, I'm not trying to let my imagination run away here. It's just that for some reason, and Gmail always works. So share with me. Share your thoughts. If you're a professional UFO researcher, I'll send you all the video you want. It's open source. Anyone could do this. Record helicopters no matter where you are in the world. Take your phone out, landscape, zoom in 20%, record for 30 seconds. They're very fast. Look for a dot. They're very fast. Don't give up on your first try. Feel free to reach out and ask questions. And if you have video, if it gets through the custodian file at Gmail, I will return. I'm not ignoring your videos, guys. It's a little weird, but this is not going to stop it. This is not going to, just by blocking emails, is not going to stop disclosure. Disclosure is going to happen. It's going to happen soon. Okay, please remember to like, subscribe, comment. Thank you. I just hit that ceiling of 15,000. Now the next objective is 16,000. Please help me out on this. I appreciate you watching. Take care.